What's going on? It's the Rap Nerd, and I just got done watching the latest entry in the Fear Street saga on Netflix called Prom Queen. Now, we're back in Shady Side, but this time we're in 1988. You follow a girl named Lori who has entered the competition to be prom queen. But on the way to the competition, the contestants are targeted by a new killer leading up to actual prom night where it all goes down. Now, I'm going to start here and get this out the way. This movie is mid-grade as hell. It doesn't really add much lore to the franchise itself. It's a literal spin-off that just goes into the history of why Shady Side is just so messed up. We're not giving anything new. It's not like a new take on slashers or it does anything that different. It is what you get. It's very stereotypical and takes all of the beats that you've seen in any 80s horror teen movie for real. Like, Lori is a typical loner that has a troubled backstory, and then she has a friend who's kind of on the punk emo side, and then you have the group of asshole girls who are the typical popular group at school, and all these other stereotypes that you have with these kind of characters. You don't really care about many people, and it has the 80s soundtrack to make you feel like you're in the 80s. Take that step further, it's yet again another movie that takes place during this time, but they don't really do much of anything with the cinematography to make it feel like it's the 80s, besides using a camcorder in certain points of the film, which I think is a nice added bonus to what we're seeing visually. But other than that, it's pretty standard of what you've seen with 80s movies themselves and movies trying to recapture the 80s. But I say all of that to say, I still enjoyed this film and had a good time with it. I admittedly have a soft spot for well-made slasher movies. That is my favorite subgenre in horror. And this just adds to another movie that I'm going to rewatch around this time of year. It's perfect for me during that little spring prom season to watch it alongside movies like Prom Night and the remake. And again, while it doesn't do much to differentiate itself, it gives me the standard of what I would want in a slasher film. Because first of all, the killer's outfit, I think, is super dope. I love this costume. I really love this rain suit that he's wearing, and it's red instead of yellow, so it just sticks out like a sore thumb when you see it. The mask being metallic and grotesque, really enjoy that. I love the arsenal of weapons that the killer uses, from ones that he has on him to things that he uses while in the school. And to me, it's a really big bonus of it as well. A lot of the movie takes place in an actual school. The first 30 minutes to half, the buildup of getting to prom night. But once you get to the second half of the film, the entire thing takes place inside of a school. And to me, a school is just a great place to have the slasher elements go on full display, especially with it being during prom. And like I mentioned, the kills are cool. There's nothing in here that is gonna make the top 10 kills of the year, but I still feel like they offer the standard of what to expect from a modern day slasher that's not going too crazy over the top like terrifying movies. The reveal and reasoning behind everything is a bit weak, but again, I'm one of those people that can kind of bypass it as long as it's not like terrible. And I didn't think that the way it unraveled was the worst thing ever. It was a bit like, okay, but it still doesn't take away from the experience that I had with it. Because there was something the third act that happened that I was really hoping it was going to take it there. It did give me a little bit of mayhem that I like to see with slashers, but it didn't push it to where I think it could have gone to really take this movie over the top. But all in all, I had a good time watching it, and this will be one that I'll revisit annually just because it's such a part of the season for me. But I totally understand if people hate it and don't like it. I think any criticism you have with the film is very valid, and I'm not here to dispute that. I just really like well-made slashers, especially with it being seasonally specific. And all in all, I want them to keep cranking these things out because I will watch every single one of them and they will become annual watches. Out of all of the films, I could definitely say this is probably the lowest in rank of all, but still enjoyable for me. So let me know in the comments what you thought about Prom Queen. Where do you hold it amongst the other Fear Street films? And also let me know what your favorite sequence was. Mine would have to be the scene involving the paper cutter, and if you've seen it in the trailer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So if you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you already are subscribed, thank you, and until next time, peace. RapNerd Productions, no capping, that's word to mommy. Instead of banking on it, now rapping is just a hobby.